Background: Shipon Mama was about 26 or 27 years old at the time, a newlywed man who owned the largest sari shop and the village market. He had no bad habits, but he had one routine. After closing his shop, he would spend hours chatting with fellow businessmen, often heading home as late as 1 or 2 a.m. His house was only a kilometer away from the market, but the path was notorious. It was flanked by a centuries-old banyan tree and an ancient, eerie crematorium. The encounter. One deep night after the usual gathering, Shipon Mama started walking home alone. As he was passing the banyan tree, a voice suddenly called out his name from behind. The voice sounded so familiar that he instinctively turned around. To his surprise, he saw his close friend Abdul Quddus. Confused, Shipon asked, "Quddus, what on earth are you doing here so late?" Quddus explained that he needed to irrigate the north field in the morning, so he was heading there now to fix the embankments. This struck Shipon as odd. Quddus was a highly educated man, an MA graduate, who never did manual farm work. Quddus claimed his father was unwell, leaving him with no choice. Suddenly, Quddus grabbed Shipon's hand firmly and pleaded, "I'm feeling scared to go alone. Come with me." Out of friendship, Shipon agreed. The fire and the transformation. After walking for a while, Quddus began to pick up pace, moving so fast that Shipon struggled to keep up. Suddenly, a sharp crackling sound of burning wood reached Shipon's ears. He glanced back and was horrified to see a funeral pyre blazing fiercely inside the crematorium. "Quddus, what is that fire over there?" Shipon shouted. Quddus didn't answer. He just kept walking straight ahead. When Shipon looked back at the fire again, he saw a figure emerging from the flames, a man engulfed in fire. Slowly, that flaming figure transformed into an exact replica of Quddus. The realization hit Shipon like a thunderbolt. The person walking in front of him was not the real Quddus. The demon-like figure emerging from the flames looked at him and hissed, "You are finished today." The monstrous form and escape. Terrified, Shipon bolted. He risked one last glance behind him and saw that the Quddus following him no longer looked human. Where there should have been a nose and mouth, there were now countless glowing red eyes staring back at him. Shipon didn't stop until he reached his courtyard, where he collapsed and lost consciousness. His family found him and brought him inside. Once he regained his senses, he recounted the entire nightmare. The next day, it was discovered that the real Quddus had traveled to his sick sister's house that very night. It became clear that a shape-shifting entity had tried to lure Shipon to his doom. Later, a local cleric, Hujur, provided a spiritual amulet to help him recover from the trauma.